Okay, so we've got some more info on the whole Jeffrey Epstein suicide fiasco that's going on currently. And the latest report is that an autopsy found that he had broken bones in his neck, which doesn't surprise me, and probably doesn't surprise any of you. People familiar with the autopsy report came out with that the bones broken in Epstein's neck included the hyoid bone, which is near the Adam's apple. And this sort of break can happen when a person either hangs themselves or dies by strangulation. This is what forensic experts are saying. He was in a cell by himself. He was found dead at 66 years old, and he was in a special housing unit at the Federal Correctional Center in New York. Actually, I have a bit more on the hyoid bone. I'm going to play a clip right now, and then we'll come back.
Broken bones in the neck, but one in particular, the hyoid bone near the Adam's apple, which is more common in strangulation murders than suicidal hangings, it is written in this morning's papers.
Yeah, but what you just said, the word strangulation may be less important than the words more common. It's not inconsistent with suicide. And what I hate about these leaks is
Autopsy leaks.
Any kind of leaks about investigations where people cherry pick what facts that they want to put out under circumstances where we know in most investigations we need to have a comprehensive understanding of everything, and you can put too much or too little emphasis on individual facts. To me, I would want to know if they actually had video of the common areas of the jail, and they could tell whether someone else was able to get in and out of the cell. That to me would be at least as important a piece of evidence as what
do you
this part
think
of the
really
autopsy.
happened?
I'm going to assume it was a suicide until there's powerful evidence that there's not.
Yeah, so that was actually a clip from Fox, which usually they're not on the money with almost anything. But I think they articulated themselves pretty well, and I gotta agree. It's where that leaves us is in the same scenario. Nothing's changed. And I know this whole, broken bones in his neck situation has sort of rekindled some of the flames in the whole Epstein suicide situation. But to me, nothing's changed. Like I fully expected some bones to be broken in your neck when you were either strangled, which is the most likely scenario with this bone in particular, or you hung yourself. So either one of these things being done could have broken that bone in Epstein's neck. So the conclusion I come to is nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. I do have some questions. The first question I have is, from what I understand is they have video surveillance of the hallway leading up to Epstein's cell. They don't have video inside the cell, or so it's said, but they do have video of that hallway. So you would know if anybody in particular went into that cell and did something. Would that even be released to us? Would it be covered up? I mean, who knows? But they do have surveillance, and they should have surveillance in that hallway, unless miraculously the camera wasn't working during that time period. And also, I didn't cover it, but I'll speak on it now. The cellmate, or somebody that was a cellmate with Epstein, at one point said, there's no way that Epstein would have killed himself, or there's no way he would have been able to, because the way the cells are, he wouldn't have been able to concoct a noose, so to speak, to hang himself with. The way he described the cell and the way it's set up in there, and how strict they are with what's in that cell. And there's not even anything sharp. Like you couldn't even stab yourself if you wanted. There's, it's almost suicide proof, so to speak. This is coming from, the cellmate. So, take that with a grain of salt. Take that how you will. But yeah, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. We're still in the same scenario. And like I said in one of my other Epstein videos, more and more and more stuff is going to keep coming out. And these flames are going to continue to be lit for probably a very long time until we find out the truth. If we ever find out the truth. And one of my subscribers, going by the name of Shut Up and Listen Cast, he actually gave me a link so I could actually read the full set of papers dealing with, Epstein. And it's disturbing, and it's both disturbing and fascinating, okay? And it's going to take you some time to sit there and read through it. There's bullet points, though. They do have, a sort of bullet point kind of thing where you can read up on the things that mattered the most, so to speak, in, the Epstein papers. But if you ever get a chance, pull that up. As a matter of fact, I'll put a link in the description to those papers so you can read that. And go take a look at, what's in those papers. I think you'll be pretty shocked. Again, I was shocked. I knew a lot of what was going on, and I knew a lot of what was in the papers, but it's definitely more detailed and had so many more layers than even I anticipated. But in those papers, women were saying, or a woman was saying, that Trump never did anything with her, nor did she see Trump with any of the underage girls. However, it is abundantly clear that Trump knew what Epstein was doing. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Trump knew, Epstein's on his shit again. And he probably did end up distancing himself from Epstein. I don't know if it was because of that per se, but he definitely knew what was going on. And again, I know Clinton definitely knew what was going on. The question is how much did either of those individuals care? But a girl has come out and said, no, definitively, Donald Trump didn't try or do anything with me. And she's never seen Donald Trump with any of the underage girls ever. And I guess she ran into him multiple times while being with Epstein. So that's looking good for old Donnie boy. It's looking good for old Donnie boy. So yeah, all this has done is, made the whole Epstein controversy that's going on even bigger, and expect to see a lot more of it. If they find a fingernail, in a different cell, they're gonna be like, oh, this had something to do with it. They're not gonna, they're gonna fuel this fire as long as possible. It's good media coverage. So yeah, that's what I got to report to you about that. And let's see some footage. I need to see some footage. I know you guys got some footage. Don't bullshit us. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't, let me know in the comments why. If you got anything to talk about, let me know in the comments. We can hash it out. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.